May the 12th, 2020. What we're looking at here is truckers supporting truckers. Now, this is what all the hoopla is all about with this socialism bullcrap. And we're going to go and look at this website and what this is all about. And you can look for, you can look at it yourself. It's called truckerssupportingtruckers.com. All right, let's look at this right here. Truckers are at risk every mile to the virus while away from family at home. This is a bunch of crap right here. I'm going to tell you the reason why. When we signed up to be a truck driver, when we got our CDL, we knew that there was hazards out there on the road, whether it be other drivers, whether it be road conditions, it could be a lot of different things. We knew this, and we knew we were going to be away from home. This is something we signed up for. Now that there's a virus out there, okay, let's talk about how much at risk an OTR driver is. Let's put an example. Okay, you get your load information. You go to your shipper. You may have a guard at the gate. You deal with that guard. That's one person. They tell you to go see the shipping clerk. The shipping clerk tells you what door to go in. There's two people. They call you, say, hey, your load's, your trailer's loaded up. Go back to the shipping clerk. Okay, get your paperwork. Go back out the gate. You're gone. You deal with two people. And this is on average. Two people at a shipper. Now, you go drive a couple hundred, a few hundred miles, maybe 1,000 miles, and you'll deal with possibly a fuel person, a fuel attendant, right? So there's one person. Now, you may go in, and get you something to eat. You may have to deal with, maybe a handful of people right there. You go back out to your truck, and you go and, you deliver your load. Again, maybe 2-3 people at most for your delivery. How are we at risk? Are we seeing hundreds of people as OTR drivers? Are we seeing hundreds of people at a time? Maybe 10 per load, if that. Now, you take these other people that are out here that maybe work in industrial places, they may deal with hundreds of people per day. Not per load, per day. Okay? Not even in the trucking industry. So to sit here and ask for money, okay, because, it's so dangerous. It's dangerous anyway. Everything's dangerous. Do we need money because things are dangerous? I don't think so. If you're scared of this, and you feel like this is too dangerous for you, get off the road. What are truckers getting for their efforts? Signs showing appreciation. Okay. Press conferences stating how great we are. And we are great. I must admit, we are pretty great. Getting paid less during a pandemic. Speak for yourself. I'm getting actually paid more. And it's not from the government. It's actually because there's actually more work for me. Okay. Now, maybe a lot of people are getting less work. I mean, there's actually still trucking companies, in different lines of the trucking industry that actually are in needing of good help. You could change jobs. Denied restrooms and parking, at rest areas. Now, we're going to dive real deep into this. This is one of the biggest pieces of crap right here. Look at this. Okay? Denied restrooms at parking, or denied restrooms and parking at rest areas. This right here is a complete lie. This is a lie. I'm going to show you it's a lie. And it's missing. We're going to go to Landline Media right here, okay? And on this website, you can go look it up. On this website, it goes state by state what's closed. And you go through every single state, and it talks about the parking areas. Rest areas remain open. And then the few that are closed, is due to non-COVID-19 issues. You know, whether they're doing construction or what have you. Okay? So what happens. Now, there are a couple of instances where you got 2 rest areas closed on Interstate 25 in Colorado, according to, north of Pueblo are being closed due to public health and safety concern. Okay, I-25 rest areas located there's what? 2 rest areas. 2 rest areas in Colorado. Let's go through the rest of this. Rest areas remain open. Rest areas, you know what? We heard so much about Missouri. Wasn't it Missouri? Let's look at Missouri. Maybe it was Michigan. Let's look through it. Maybe it was Missouri. I'm looking at Michigan. Now, if you go into the lobby where you go into, where you get your visitor information, most of those are shut down. Not the rest area itself. Just where, you can go get you a free map and a brochure on, if there's like a cave somewhere. Yeah, those are shut down. You're not going to see a person, but you still park there and use the bathroom. There's Mississippi. Okay, this is where we heard about Mississippi. There was like a rumor, right? Let's look at this rumor. Rest areas remain open. MDOT says, we're getting a lot of calls about rumors that interstates and highways are closed down in Mississippi due to COVID-19 pandemic. These rumors are false. MDOT is committed to reliable transportation network to ensure the delivery of goods and services and the safety of the traveling public. Okay. Construction and maintenance crews remain on duty to perform core job requirements to keep highways open and keep Mississippi moving. Okay. See, State Highway Patrol announced truckers will be allowed to park even overnight at scale houses due to COVID or during COVID-19 emergency. That's in Missouri. Now, let's go down to Pennsylvania down here. Let's go down to Pennsylvania. All right, so Pennsylvania says, following a concerted effort by OOIDA and its membership, PennDOT has now reopened 28 of the 30 rest areas as of March 27th. Okay, because on March 17th, they shut it down. So for 10 days in March, they were shut down. Okay, Illinois is open. I heard someone say something about Illinois. Let's look at Illinois up here. Let's go back up. Is this Illinois right here? Illinois. Now more than ever, this is a vital resource for motorists, truckers, and other travelers in Illinois. The janitorial crews are diligently and frequently cleaning and disinfecting each facility. That's Illinois. And you could go down through here. You could go look for yourself. So out of the whole country, there's two rest areas in Colorado. Right there, on I-25. They're closed due to health concerns. That's what it says. Doesn't even say to COVID-19. During health concerns. Go look for yourself. Even in Canada. Don't say, oh, I didn't do anything for you. So, this right here is just another little reason why these people who write this website is a bunch of crybabies and making stuff up. Restaurants are closed and scarce food. Listen, the sit-down restaurants and these truck stops are closed, but you can still get fast food. Okay? You can still get fast food. You can also get Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff. And each truck, now, I've been in truck stops and I still see milk in there. I still see lunch meat and bread. I still see this stuff in here, so you can stock up, There are still Walmarts that allow you to park in their parking lots to go get you some groceries, okay? You can go to Trucker's Path. You could, you could look for these places where you could do your grocery shopping, okay? You're still getting food. You're just not being able to sit down at the, Petro buffet, stuffing your face, okay? Do you need $1.50 a mile from the government for that? I don't think so. Having trucks towed at great expense. This has been an issue forever. If you're illegally parked, if you are illegally parked somewhere, and there's a sign saying no truck parking, don't park there. It's that simple. It's that freaking simple. Go to Washington and demand have more truck parking, okay? Just go do it. TST150 is a petition asking Washington to pay truckers $1.50 per mile for each mile driven during this pandemic. Okay, demanding that the government pays you $1.50. All right. You can go to this website and take a look for yourself. We're not going to sit there and read verbatim everything. But this is crap. What are truckers getting in the efforts? Getting paid less during the pandemic? Yeah, right. Okay, the rates are down. I mean, okay. Everybody's, getting a short end of the stick. If you're a business owner, a small business owner, okay, there's a lot of businesses closing, not just truckers. Okay. Geez. All right, this stuff is crazy. All right, we're going to go to this tab right here. Sign the petition. Tells you a petition. Go put your name right there. All right. I mean, go sign a petition. Go get you some money from the government. Go ask for socialism. You sign that petition. If you sign this petition right here, you agree with socialism. This is socialism. This is what this is. You are a socialist. Just letting you know. Find members of Congress in your area. Look at this. They have some links, and like this is how you could, get them, into contact with the president, senator. They're involved with Mitch McConnell here. Okay, so it has numbers right there. All right. If you want to get involved with Nancy Pelosi, there you go. I mean, this is right up Nancy Pelosi's aisle. And then they have this to copy and paste, okay, for you to send to your congressperson. Okay. First of all, can we address this? Copy and send to each President Trump, senator, and congressperson. All right, first of all, this doesn't even make sense. Please understand how to form a sentence here. But President Trump, okay, that's our president. A senator and a congressman. Can I tell you something? A senator is a congressperson. Don't you mean to say senator and representative? They're both Congress. There's two branches of Congress. The Senate and the House of Representatives. Okay? Can we please understand this? If you're going to sit there and create this stupid website, okay, and you're going to go to Congress, please freaking learn how the government structure, okay? Please learn this. Gosh, these people are so dumb. All right, right here, you basically have, where you copy and paste this and send it to your congressperson in your area. You can go read it and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of BS in here. Sounds like a bunch of whining. Okay, is all this is a bunch of freaking whining. To keep the video short here, we're not going to go read through this. But this is just a bunch of crybabies not understanding that this is, they have their hand out from the government. They're begging for money. That's just what they're doing. They're begging. This is them begging. Truckers of all types, owner-operators, lease operators, and company drivers are being asked to continue to work for less pay than the pandemic, or before the pandemic. Listen, I'm a company driver. No one asked me to work for less. Has anybody taken a pay cut? An actual pay cut. Like, this is what I came into this company. I'm going to get this cents per mile. Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to be working for 10 cents lower. If that's the case, show me. And if that's the case, one or two companies may do that. Is that widespread? I don't think it's widespread if it is happening, or I think we'd all know about it. Right? Yeah, you're an owner operator. You're working on the spot market. It's a spot market. You're working on supply and demand. There's more trucks than loads. That's the economy. That's economy 101. That's what you signed up for. When you said, I'm going to work the spot market, you knew the dangers of that. You knew if the economy crashed, you knew that you were in danger of losing your truck. You knew this. You would say, well, it's not our fault that the economy shut down. Well, neither was 2008. 2008 wasn't your fault, was it? Well, I had my business, those guys that failed, had poor business practice. Well, what say you don't have your business practices, you have poor business practices? Listen, if you have a $175,000 truck that you're paying for, if you have a $900 a week truck payment, a $300 a week trailer payment, high insurance, whose fault is that? Is that the government's fault? Is that my fault? No, that's your fault. You could have yourself a $900 a month truck payment. A month. Not a week. Isn't that a lot more doable? You put yourself in that situation. Don't make the government pay you for your bad business practices. Well, it's not our fault. All right. Well, again, 2008 wasn't our fault, was it? 2001 wasn't our fault, was it? And we're going to climb out of this again, and then we're going to have another, economic crash. Whose fault is that going to be? Are we going to blame it on someone else? You got to prepare for that. I'm very fortunate to be a company driver. I'm in a good spot right now, obviously, so I could talk. But those guys out there that's got that $1,000 truck payment a week, people, yeah, you're in danger of losing your truck. But whose fault is that? It's not mine. It's not the government's. You had that option of having that $1,000 a month, not a week, a month truck payment. But you didn't, did you? You had to have that brand new one. I get it. I love brand new trucks. Bells and whistles, it's nice. It's nice until this happens. Right? Let's go and see who the founders of this is. Founding sponsors. They're sponsors. What is a sponsor? It means they're supporting, they're keeping this thing going. So James Rogers, okay, there's socialist number one. The Spectre, he owns Spartan Direct. Okay, this guy right here is part of his drivers have actually came out, and yeah, he's got what, 3 drivers? He's got 3 drivers with truck notes. They may be hurting, they may not. He got a free truck. His truck was free. He got a free truck, not from the government, from a private business, but he got a freaking free truck. But his drivers are talking about going to Washington. Most of these drivers have PTSD, of some sort or the other, whether it be from the military or not. You have one driver sitting there talking about going to Denver and killing a person. That's on video, publicly saying this. And talk about stabbing other drivers, stabbing them on video. These are the people going to Washington. They claim they're going to Washington to represent us. Trucker Nene, a prime driver. I wonder how Prime's doing during all this. I have to do some digging. And then the other trucker's James Best, which is actually a friend of mine. And I asked him the other day, are you a socialist? He says he kind of is. He says he guess he is. Because guess what? You are. You're a friend of mine. I like you. I'm not going to rip you to shreds. But this is BS. This is BS. If you want to sign this petition, you're signing up to be a socialist. Okay? And let's talk about the dangers of socialism. Let's play this video right here.
Not only are a growing number of young people sympathetic to the idea, but many politicians are actively pushing policies to advance it. But the question many Americans are asking is, what is socialism and how will it impact me? At the base level, socialism simply means strict government control over the economy. Think government-run healthcare, government-mandated wage requirements, and more restrictions and regulations on private businesses. Oh yeah, one more thing. All this government control also means a lot more taxes to pay for it. Although socialism and its programs are pursued in the name of promoting equality, the outcome is devastating for everyone it touches. Socialism's sky-high taxes, poor healthcare, choice restrictions, supply shortages, lackluster innovation, and more government rules will shackle individual freedom. Socialism dismantles the very mechanisms of our current free market system that promotes progress and economic advancement, competition, and individual freedom. Unfortunately, we are seeing this movie starring socialism play out in front of our eyes. Venezuela was once one of the most prosperous countries in South America, but years of socialism has left it a shadow of its former self. People are starving. Infrastructure is crumbling. Currency is collapsing and the rule of law is dissolving. In short, socialism takes. It takes entrepreneurial opportunities, takes better standards of living, takes upward mobility, takes innovation, and takes economic stability. On the flip side, free enterprise and capitalism does just the opposite. It creates jobs, creates wealth, creates higher wages, creates economic growth, and creates the opportunity to achieve the American dream. The decision is yours, America. Do you want an economic system that takes or one that creates? The choice couldn't be more clear. To learn more about the dangers of socialism, visit informationstation.org.